Bonjour! So today I'm going to teach you how to make a magic foldable. So in order to do this, you're going to need three things. You need a pair of scissors, and then 2 pieces of paper. Cardstock is preferable because it's a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more rigid. Construction paper will work. It's not quite as good, but it's better. And then I guess in third place I would put regular old printer paper. Any paper will work. If you have a mix of like construction paper and printer paper, that's a little bit better because then you can use the construction paper sort of as the base, and the printer paper then would be your sort of like more malleable inserts. We're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing is you need to, if you have 2 different colors like I do, you need to determine which one you want to be like the overall like sort of main brochure, and then which one you want to be the inserts. So I'm going to make this be my main background. So I'm going to set that aside for right now. So that means that the blue paper for me is going to be my insert paper. So what that means now is that I have to cut this paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half, hamburger style. Now, normally if you were doing this in class, I would be giving you the directions in French because you would be watching what I'm doing. But because we're at home and it's a video, en fait, je parle en anglais. So anyway, I've got this here. I like you want to make sure that that the folds are nice and even. You don't want any weird overlapping. Wow, look at how different it changes the color when I hold that up towards the light. So I'm going to use my scissors to just sort of crease the fold a little bit better, make it a really nice, smooth fold. So that ended up really nice. I've got a really straight line there. The edges are actually, they're perfectly even. I don't think I've ever done it that well. So I've got my hamburger fold. Voila. So now you need to fold this again. It needs to be divided into 4, but you only need half the paper. So if you want to be a little bit eco-friendly here, you can just cut the paper you've already folded. Again, trying to stay super straight on this line that you are cutting, because if... Okay, that's not bad. Like, you can maybe see there's one little, like, jaggedy edge thing right there, but it should be fine. So you're going to take then your now half paper, and you're going to make it into a quarter paper. Alright, that is about good, and I'm going to just fold it and crease it down again. And as long as it's... I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Like, as long as you're close, you're fine. But there's a little overlap in the thing. But it's fine, because you can always trim down a little tiny bit if you need. So then you've got this. I'm going to cut these 2 pieces apart now as well. I don't feel like taking the time to edit videos, so you might just see this whole thing. You might get the whole shindig. Okay, now I've got 2 little pieces of paper here, 2 strips that are basically the quarter of a piece of regular size paper. So now taking your main piece of paper, the main thing that's going to be the base of your foldable, we are going to fold this in half as well. Here again, you want this to be as precise and even as possible. It's more important that this one is precise than the other one. So we're doing a hamburger fold. Again, you want to make things super even. So before you push down on the crease side, make sure that those edges and corners are lined up. And then try and hold it as you flatten out that line. Pretty good. If you want to take your scissors to just run across, smooth things out. Voila! You get a little booklet here, and that is pretty good. Okay, once you have this then, I'll show you like this. So if you hold it like this, you've got a letter V. Oh, you've got a letter V. You're going to make this letter V into a letter M. So that means that both of the ends here need to fold down to meet this bottom corner. That's fine. So you can see sort of what I've done here. Like, it looks like that. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So I've got the letter M now. Woo! For Millbrook. Go Millbrook. Okay, so now my letter M, or the Tesla sign, is going to become the letter T. And with my scissors... Okay, this is where kids always mess up, so please watch what I do first before you cut. Okay, so we need to make 6 cuts that will give us 7 things. 6 cuts. You want them to be fairly evenly spaced, so if you are somebody that wants them to be exactly even, then I suggest you get a ruler or get a way to measure your paper so that you can space them as evenly as possible. What you're going to do is you're going to cut from the bottom, from the original main fold, up to the top of the T. So you're basically cutting the stem of the T 6 times, like this. How can I do this? I'll just put it in front of my face. So that, okay, my scissors don't close, so that's really great. There we go. Okay, so you want it to be like that. You don't want it to go into this part. You want this to just exist. You don't want to break it. Okay, so that was 1. Here comes 2, and mine aren't perfect because I don't really care that they're exactly even. And cut number 6. Okay, so I cut 6 times. I'm just checking here to make sure that all the cuts went up as far as they should. And you can see now that is giving me 7 little parts of my paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down there in the middle. Okay. 7. And now bring back these little guys, these little quarter strips. You're going to thread them through, weave them through. So first off, I always tell students to sort of, if you hold the thing like a pamphlet, you can check to see if the paper is going to fit. If it's sticking out over the edge, you're going to need to trim a little tiny bit. Now don't go cutting off, you know, a centimeter, because that's too much. You want to, like, cut off a, like, hair of the paper, like literally a hair piece of paper. Look in the middle, like, that is not very much paper at all. It just ripped whenever I moved it. Okay, so now you've got this paper, and I'm going to weave it through every other space. It doesn't really matter which space it goes into, but you're just going to start weaving it through so that you're making it go over, under, over, under. So you should get one piece in, and then you have this. Okay, with the second piece, it's going to go in the exact same style, but opposite. So now there's a few ways you can do this. I've always just sort of like had to work it through like this. But then the cool thing about doing a project like this is like you can explain something, and students are really innovative and they find new ways to do things. So what some students have then done in the past is they can fold it together and they can just pull the empty slots that didn't have anything in it to the side, and then you can just feed the paper through these, and that's essentially what you want to do. So either way, and now see I can't, voila, it makes a little like checkerboard. And here's why this is called a Magic Foldable. So now we're going to go through and we're going to be putting different content on, and I'm going to film a different video for that so that I can use this base. So if this is your foldable, right, like you've got your little cover, and then when you open it up, you've got stuff that'll go here in the middle. Now watch, if you take the two end cover pieces and you push them back together, make the letter T again, you can grab here at the middle and just pull them apart, and voila, you've got another space to put new content. The magic is not done, folks. To pull this back from the way it was, you just grab the two end pieces, pull them apart. Now, that was the front. This is like the inside of the book. If you flip over to the back, you've got another space where you can write stuff. And if you invert all of the folds, so like this fold that's going towards you and this fold towards me, if you invert them, right, so if I make the middle fold go towards you and the back fold and the folds towards you come towards me, then you've got the exact same thing on the back, so you've got an inside panel as well. So there are 4 unique panels where you can put different content. And I'm just going to pull the middle apart, pull that back, and then if you want to flip it over to the back side, voila, and voila, ta-da, and you just keep doing that. The more you do that, the easier the paper will eventually start to work, because as it gets worked, the creases become a little bit nicer, and so it'll move nicer, basically. The hardest part is just figuring out where all the spaces are. Okay, so that's how you make the Magic Foldable. Next, I'll go through and show you what content to put inside for which class.